I've been staying up really late painting. So, I mean,
what are you painting?
My miniatures. I've been getting back into Warhammer.
Oh, I was about to say some Bob Ross shit, but good. That's good. Yeah. That's good for your soul, Mike.
Andrea's getting annoyed because I'm doing it too much, but she was happy that I was getting back into it. Now she's like, now you're doing it too much.
Too much joy without her.
Well, no, it's, not doing other shit around the house that needs to be taken care of.
All right. Well, if you take care of her, then she'll be okay. It's like, 1 minute of time down there is like an hour of playtime for you. And you're painting.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were saying, like, the way time dilates, like 1 minute down there is like an hour for her, or is it like an hour for me?
No, I'm saying I'm equating the pleasure.
I get it.
It's time for Mike's Conolingus meter.
That needs to be cut out of this fucking episode.
Oh,
just
really?
So we know,
That's
yes.
gold, dude.
And the best part about this is, my wife doesn't listen, so she'll never fucking know unless my mom brings it up in front of her, which is liable to happen.
Hey, Mom, just save that guy for later, as Beetlejuice once said, and bring it up at a big social gathering.
Don't bring, you son of a bitch. Don't fucking bring it up. Don't listen to Troy.
You don't fire your silver bullet. You wait till the werewolf is in sight.
Don't listen to a fucking thing
you don't just
Troy's
throw it away.
ever says.
In a world of bad movies, two follically challenged men will stop at nothing to share their opinions of them. Their wives are tired of listening, but are you? This isn't the podcast you deserve, but it's the one you need. Prepare yourself for bald guys and bad movies.
Welcome to Bald Guys and Bad Movies, episode 53. I am Troy.
Troy, cut it out!
Here with my buddy,
Mike Stella.
Mike Stella, the fella is back.
Hello.
Baby, from the vacation.
Back.
You got to give us a lowdown. In a nutshell, Mike, in a nutshell. Give us a vacation.
It was, let's see, we had a lot of pool time. They had a lazy river. It was nice because my mother-in-law came and she had a lot of fun. We went and saw Michael Jackson 1, the Cirque du Soleil show, which was pretty damn dope. Definitely recommend, highly recommend. And it was fun. I had a good time.
Well done, my friend. Have you been practicing your nutshell summaries? Because that was very succinct and smallish to fit in a nutshell.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I'm rather impressed with it. You know what I mean? I tend to get bogged down in details.
That's just a warm-up for when I tell you to nutshell this movie later on.
Oh, one other thing. We drove to Area 51 and went to the Little Alien. We got buzzed at like 30 feet by an F-15.
Whoa, really?
Dude,
you think it was on purposely to warn you? Or?
No, not to warn us, but like we were driving to the Little Alien and we're like on this road, it just goes straight forever. And we had just gone to the black mailbox. Do you know what that is?
It's where I tell my wife to bend over and then not that mailbox. Never mind.
Gross, dude.
What is the black mailbox?
So basically it's a place you're supposed to like put letters in there and you put like a couple bucks and then the alien, there's supposed to be letters for the aliens, but it's just a stupid little fun thing for tourists. But yeah, and I'm like, okay guys, we're getting to the middle of nowhere and it's starting like the sun's like about to go down. It's like probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes from sunset.
Sun's getting low, big guy.
It's getting low, and so we're like, yeah, exactly. And I'm like, well, keep your eyes open, guys. We might see a UFO. And right as I say that, I'm like looking forward to, like I'm driving, right? I'm looking forward. I'm like, what's that? And I kind of get like goosebumps, right? Like I'm getting them right now, actually.
You said the thing in a movie that you're like, don't fucking say that, dumbass.
Exactly.
Because that's when you get sucked up, right?
Exactly. So, and I'm looking forward and I'm like, what the hell is that thing? and I see this weird like shape, and I'm like, that's not on the road, that's above the road. Like, I'm like, guys, what is that? And Noah thinks I'm fucking with him. Like, Noah he's like, and I'm like, no, seriously, guys, what is that? There is something in front of us, off the ground. I don't know what it is. And I'm like, I'm like, is that a drone or what the hell is it? And as it gets closer, it slowly takes shape, and I see that it's an F-15 hauling fucking ass.
Jesus.
And I'm like, it's a jet. And it just flies by us, literally 30 feet above the road, like basically like on the shoulder, like on the shoulder of the road. Like, that's how close he was.
Jesus.
Insane,
like, that's
dude.
close enough that you leave like a dust trail or like.
And he blasts by.
And the car rocked. Was it like I mean, what's that like to be buzzed by?
It was just loud. It was just, we were like, whoa, that was loud. And
that's fucking awesome, dude.
It was fucking crazy, bro. I can't believe I haven't told. I guess we haven't really talked that much.
Yeah.
Like, since I got back. Yeah. And when he flew by us, he like tipped his wings at us to like, that's what they do to like say hi. Like, they tip their wings a little bit to like, to greet you. And I was just like, holy shit, that was fucking awesome.
It's either that or the visual cue to like launch the missiles at the intruders.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, he's just saying hi.
And I have a video of it, but it would not. My camera wouldn't fucking focus, dude. Like, anytime I would zoom in to try and get like a close up, it wouldn't focus. I had to be like on a wide shot in order to really get it to focus. It was fucking infuriating, dude.
Imagine if it was a UFO and that shit had happened.
Yeah, totally.
You're always like, why is it focus, you asshole? And then you become the asshole that won't focus.
Exactly. And you hear like, God damn it, it's not focusing. Why won't it focus in the video?
We should probably let the listeners know why. So you also got an unexpected souvenir from Vegas. You guys all got sick.
Oh, yeah. So we got a cold, and so
Mikey got sick. He wasn't feeling well, and frankly, I was feeling lazy. Well, it was nice having a week off from, podcast mania. So we missed you guys, though. So
yeah, absolutely. Sorry, Mom, for not. I know you were asking. What? No more bald guys? She called me. She's like, "What's going on?" She called. I'm like in the middle of a meeting or something. She calls and she's like, "What's the deal? No more bald guys?" I'm like, "Mom, no. We just took a break.
Mike,
we're gonna record.
We're gonna record." You could have recorded that conversation. Yeah, that would be a great stinger for an episode. Oh, hey, Mom, I apologize. We'll try not to do that again. I'll tell you, the next time, at the very least, I'll do a special message. I was even too fucking lazy to do that, so I apologize to your mother.
And the other 15 people and the
other people in the car that listens to it because they're forced to.
Exactly.
And Jube, love you, man.
Jube, definitely Jube.
We didn't have
Bradley, can't forget Bradley. I know, I'm pretty sure he listens.
Yeah, and Enrico,
maybe Enrico. And I wonder if Enrico still listens. He might still listen from time to time.
Yeah. So. Well, yeah, we got people. The people are downloading.
Yeah,
there are some stats that show that there's people.
We have some very dedicated. We have like a nice dozen dedicated fans.
So, Mike, what are we reviewing this week, Mike?
We are reviewing the 6th installment of the Scream series.
There's a darkness inside of me. It followed me here, and it's gonna keep coming for us. We share a certain history. This isn't like any other Ghostface. What is this place?
A shrine.
We've got to lure him in. We execute him.
Hello?
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
Maybe.
but there's never been one like me, Gale.
Or maybe the prequel to the requel, if you might.
Really? Prequel to the requel?
Or the sequel to the requel.
Oh.
Sorry, excuse me.
You're blowing my mind. Like, wait, what? Did I miss that part?
Whoa, this is like a whole different... Now that gives it so much more depth. No, the sequel to the requel.
But before we dive in, what's your feelings of the Scream, the franchise, as they call it in this? It is a franchise, so...
You know what I like about it? I like that it's self-aware. I've always liked that it's so self-aware.
Which is what made it special, like when it came
exactly.
out. Yeah.
And that's... I like the fact that it's a slasher film for slasher lovers. You know what I mean? It's not like... You can watch it and laugh... and laugh at all the tropes they use, and they're like, you know what I mean? Like the tropes that happen that these characters do, these cliche things that the characters do. That last scene, they were just talking about how they shouldn't be fucking doing it, and now they're fucking doing it. Like that shit has always loved it. Like when Randy died in the sequel, and he's like, "Fuck you," and then they fucking take him into the van and kill his ass. I was just like, it's so good. You know what I mean?
When's the last time you've seen all the Screams?
I have seen all the Screams. I don't really remember 4 that well.
Was 4 the one that was just called Scream, right? I believe.
No, that was 5.
5 was just
that was
Scream.
5. 5 was just Scream. And I never saw the Scream TV show on like MTV or whatever the fuck it was.
There's a fucking Scream TV show? I forgot.
Yeah, there's a Scream TV show. Yeah, Scream series. Scream the series or whatever. I don't remember.
Oh shit!
What the hell?
I gotta tell.
Yeah.
So I gotta tell Chloe that. I say that because she and I did a Scream marathon like a couple weeks ago.
That's what you were saying. Yeah.
Over the course of 2 days, we watched every Scream movie except for this new one, which we just watched this week. And I will say this: the first one, absolutely groundbreaking. But it's the curse of any idea. It's still fresh because it's like for Scream 2, they're commenting on what sequels do.
Exactly.
And then Scream 3, but the further you get along, I don't want to say stale because it's like I'm pissing on it, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I will say this. It was a whole hell of a lot of fun watching those movies because the way me and my daughter, we'll watch it, it'll probably drive you crazy, Mike. But I'm used to it. She pauses like every 30 seconds to comment on something that's going on in the movie.
Okay, she can't do it every 30 seconds. Like, what's a realistic amount of times in between pauses?
Almost.
No way.
Yeah, but
that's fucking insane.
But it's like, and I don't mind it because her mind is deconstructing and analyzing. And I don't know if that's going to benefit her down the road, but I love it. I'm like, oh, yeah, why did he do that? What I would have done. And then she's like, yeah, what I would have done. See, I'm raising a little rewriter, I guess. But, it's not, but it's not every 30 seconds, through the course of an hour film, we may pause 8 times.
Yeah,
something like that. But it brings me to another point. We also love mysteries. And Scream is a mystery.
Absolutely.
So who's going to be the killer this time? So it's a whole hell of a lot of fun if you go into it. And not all of them are good. There's definitely diminishing returns. At least for them.
I liked 5. I mean, I liked these last 2.
Well, I was going to get to it. Because you told me 5 was actually really good. Mm-hmm. And the guys, when I did a little bit of research, the guys who directed it, they're part of this group called Radio Silence. There's specific names I don't know, but they're known for doing really good horror films. So it was like, okay, this is good. They're in good hands. And then I guess it leads us to this film. So would you recommend Scream 6?
Absolutely. Totally.
Okay.
If you like Scream 5, if you liked any of the Scream movies, you'll like this one, in my opinion. I thought it was fun.
What do we? It was on Paramount Plus, right?
Paramount Plus.
Yep. If you have Paramount Plus, it's streaming now. Just start it.
I liked how bloody it was. Like, I loved that it was like super bloody.
I do recommend.
Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
It's a lot of fucking fun. 5 and 6 are good, and I think I might have liked 6 the best of any Scream movie, exception of the first one. Right. The first one is probably still the best because it's fresh or whatever.
Right, of course.
But I recommend it. You're supposed to do a nutshell. In a nutshell, what is the plot of Scream 6, Mike? Work those nutshell Kegel muscles.
Okay,
Can you do
I'll give
it?
a try. Sure, I could try.
Now,
to do
remember
it.
with Dungeons and Dragons, there was a little bit of blowback.
Well, there's a lot. There's a lot of shit going on in the movie in Dungeons and Dragons. So, what are they even there? Sam and Tara are their names, right? Sam and Tara. Let me just give me that.
This is a rocky start. Okay, go ahead.
Sam and Tara. Okay, so Sam and Tara goes to college. Sam moves with her. Sam's her older sister. She was the one dating. I can't do this. Okay, but I'm gonna try. Sam's over.
Wait a minute. Forget it, dude. Forget it. I'm letting you redeem yourself. Like,
I'm sorry.
Do you want to just let it go, or do you want to try again? Do you want to try?
I'll. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to try.
Let me take
I
a stab
can't
at
do
it. The two survivor sisters from Scream 5, they're back. They're now living in New York City, and a whole new wave of Ghostface killings begin. And it's fucking Scream. That's the DNA has not changed. It's who amongst our friends or people that we know are the killers. And as I was telling Chloe, film mysteries is so difficult for film mysteries to really be mysterious because you've already met the killer. It's got to be someone you've met. So you already have your suspect, because it can't be someone just left field shows up, a character you've never seen before. So is it the police detective? Is it the nerdy kid, right? So it's really a rogues gallery. And you're like, by the way, my nutshell is over. That's all you need to know.
That was a good nutshell. Good nutshell.
I give good nuts. That was the best nut I've had in a while.
Jesus.
But as the movie goes along, we're like, okay, this is one of the pauses. Okay, who do you think it is?
Right.
Like, at this point, and we list the clues and,
who did she think
process
it
elimination.
was? Did either of you think, have an idea of?
I'll tell you, spoiler alert.
Spoilers are starting now. Yeah.
Do not listen to us until you watch the movie, because the whole fun of Scream is to figure out who it is.
Yeah, figure out who it is.
So when the police detective gave needless backstory information about, was it his daughter or son had died, or I'm like, wait. There's no reason for us to know that. So that has some ties into this. So he is on my list. He's my number one suspect.
Yeah, totally.
And then she picked nerd virgin guy.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, he's too obvious though. But is it because he's so obvious that's why they chose him? Right. So there's a lot of that going.
I was thinking it was the cop until his daughter died. And then I was like, man, I guess it's not him. They did a good job, because that's why I thought they did a really good job of that, making you think that that's who it was, and then his daughter dies, and then you're like, well, it can't be him. His daughter he's not gonna kill his own daughter.
While I appreciate why they did it, and I was gonna wait to go into it, my criticism of every fucking Scream movie except for the first one, and just for the first one, I don't know why. I think it was okay. When the killer reveals himself, they go from a normal person to a cackling maniac. That's true. And I get it. They've been killing people. But let's just take, for example, this cop. The big reveal of the end is the cop and his daughter. So he faked his daughter's death?
Well, I will say
that's
there was one moment.
Stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was stupid. I mean, I thought it was unplausible.
Well, that's what I meant.
But I didn't think it was stupid. I actually thought it was a fun little idea. I thought it was a fun movie moment. But I didn't buy that he could do it. What I mean?
That's what I meant.
That's what I didn't buy.
You got a crime scene crawling with cops. She just pretended to be dead for that whole time. Movie, whatever. I'm with you.
Well, he did say the moment they left the room, he switched.
She took a deep breath.
Out the body.
Now keep holding your breath.
They switched out. No. He says he switched out the body for a freshly killed girl that they had just killed, some other rando girl.
That's some elaborate shit, and they did that so that. Okay, let's logic ourselves through this.
So they wouldn't think that he was the killer. So they could they would trust him when he suggested getting locked in the fucking the shrine room.
So the two sisters, his master plan at the end, he was going to kill them anyway, right? And blame it on...
He was going to shoot the sister, I think. Like, he was going to kill Tara, and then, or shoot them both, and then be able to say that...
This is like a Rube Goldberg of a plot.
Dress them up. dress them up as Ghostface, right? So, when he kills them, they're in the Ghostface, and it looks like they were the killers.
This is where the movie fell apart, and not to the point where I'm like, don't watch it, but... the movie was so...
I didn't really feel like
the movie was so clever, and clever enough for a Scream movie, and had me. I love the setting. I like the city setting. It wasn't, what was it? The fucking town, Haddonsville, whatever the fuck. Small town, America.
Hillsborough.
Or something. One of those.
Hillsborough. I don't know.
I love the switch to the setting. It made it feel fresh. And here's the other thing. My daughter killed me if I don't mention it. Watching Scream, all the Scream movies in the course of 2 days, you notice through those movies, at least the first 4, how much of a clumsy fucking idiot Ghostface Killer is. He's literally running
always
and tripping
and falling.
Yeah, like...
Well, I mean, he can't see in that fucking mask.
Yes, get a better mask.
Like, have you ever worn a Halloween mask? It's like impossible to see out of those fucking things. It just doesn't make
for very intimidating psycho killer.
Yeah, he's always like swiping and like falling to the side.
Yeah, it's
or
like wild stabs, like he's trying to like stab a housefly.
Yeah, it's like an act. It's like a Looney Tunes movie or something.
But
you know what I mean?
In 5, and definitely in 6, he was a more sure-footed motherfucker. Like, he was brutal.
There was one dope-ass scene when she sees both ghost faces. I don't know. I can't remember if she already knew who it was or what the deal was.
Is it Ghostface? Ghostface, plural? Ghostface.
Yeah, right. And they get up and, it was before they knew who they were, I think, and they were killing... the black kid, the black guy with the
right.
The
in
twin.
the lobby
and
of
then,
the old
and then they get up and they turn around and in perfect unison, I don't know how long it took them to get that shot. They grab the blade and wipe the blood off. Fucking like a goddamn symphony orchestra.
That was pretty cool.
Perfectly in sync, and I was like, that was dope. I was like, because like I've tried to get people to do shit in sync, and that shit is hard to do, especially when they're both wearing fucking, masks.
You want to talk about dope? This is probably my favorite part of the movie, the fucking opening.
Oh, so good.
The fucking opening. If the rest of the movie sucked ass, which it didn't, it would be worth it just to watch that opening because it was so clever.
And when he leans down and like looks at her, I was like, he's about to take off his mask. I was like, I knew he was going to take his mask off.
So the opening starts with what you think is the movie's Ghostface. It's a guy who lures his date into the alley.
No. He lures his... It's
a blind date, right?
No. It's a...
professor.
That is his professor, but it's a blind date, right? She doesn't know.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah. She thinks she's meeting, and you find out very quickly once he stabs her to death that he did.
She's a professor of slasher movies. Yeah, she's a film.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point.
And again, not pissing on the movie. This is when it's a franchise and it's the same idea, rebaked and rehashed. It's like they live, this is a hellmouth reality where everyone's just a closet psycho, just waiting, which made me think.
It's a hellmouth.
which made it like that, them and Dexter. Like Dexter was like, there's always a serial killer. Like, who the fuck would want to live in that Florida? Miami. Like,
that's what Florida is. I guess so. That's actual Florida. Like, let's be real.
I'll retract that. Yes, that is actual. That is could have been a documentary. Dexter.
Yeah, if you're gay or trans, that is actual Florida. You or a minority of any sort. You're taking your life in your hands, just existing in that state.
You scratch the surface of everyone, and there's a I don't buy it, right? Like that,
No.
and even while I loved it, I like the premise of it, right? You can like something, but still think, this is horse shit. Because really, like everyone, like every third person's a Scream killer wanted to come, and which led me. This was my point, and I thought the movie was going this route, especially when they revealed the lair with all those Scream costumes. This is a movie pause.
That was going to be a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, I said the cult of Scream. That's fucking brilliant. I like that.
That would have been. I was actually.
like a
I thought
cult.
that for a second too. I was like, is it going to be like a whole bunch of people? In fact, I think I might have said that to Andrea. I'm like, I wonder if it's like a whole bunch of people, because that would be fucking dope.
Because I was and I was hoping. I was a little disappointed when it turned out to be the brother and sister of the killer from the previous film. That's basically what it is, right? The dad
you'll know
and
that if it's ever an extremely large ensemble Scream movie, that you'll know what's coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
posters, everyone's. It's like a yearbook photo.
If like for some, like, why are they introducing so many fucking people at the beginning of this movie? Like, I can't even keep them all straight. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, of course, they're all the killers.
Well, which reminds me. By the way, Skeet Ulrich, has he worked since his ghost cameos in these?
Who knows?
So Nev Campbell,
knows?
they did. I was reading. They wanted her in this movie, but she was playing hardball because they weren't going to pay her what she was worth, considering the value she brings to the franchise. Really, Nev Campbell? Methinks stuff that thinks too highly of thyself. Because I really love the recasting. That's the other thing I liked about the previous one. It started with the previous one. Not just the diversity of cast, but it was just refreshing that it's not a group of white teens or college people.
Oh yeah,
Totally. Call me woke if you want, but I like just the fact that it's a different dichotomy, a different group of people, which can open up a whole different. What you smiling? What are you about to say? Say it, Mike. Be racist.
I was just thinking to myself. Man, they had a black lesbian in there, and you were just like, they got this whole dichotomy of. Oh.
Hey, when you got gyms like that, you just gotta interrupt me, dude. You interrupt me to say banal things. Interrupt me for the good shit. The fuck? I'm not even gonna finish my statement because that was great. And the black people survived again. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, and he got stabbed 8 million times and still survived. Talk about a subverting expectations.
The guy's gonna be just a living stitch.
Dude, what about when her girlfriend gets thrown off the ladder, and you think she's just gonna splat on the ground and her head like hits the side of the fucking, and it's just like, and you're like, that was a good one.
I thought her guts might spill out.
That would have been pretty good.
Gutted her pretty goddamn good. But that was a clever sequence with the ladder, and this is because of the setting. You're in a city setting, so you're able to do like a ladder between two buildings, and Ghostface, the convenience store. This is early on in the movie,
dude. With the shotgun, holy shit!
So
dude.
he barges
Ghostface with a gun.
Well, first he starts with the fucking knife, and he just starts kniving fools, and efficiently. Clumsy Ghostface from Screams 1 through 4 couldn't have done that. This motherfucker was like Jack booting. He was fucking motherfuckers up, dude. Yeah, took the shotgun away from the shop owner, blew that guy's head off.
Dude,
this motherfucker's not fucking around. I was like, okay, Jason, Mikey Myers, I'm at the table now, motherfucker. So,
I think that was the cop at that point.
That's my other thing about watching all the Scream movies. Like I think it was in Scream 4 when Dewey gets killed. David Arquette.
Oh yeah, that was in 5. That was in 5.
Was that? No. Was that 5?
Yeah. Yep. That was in the last movie.
So
because they bring
it was
him back.
2 killers. It was her boyfriend and the girl, right?
Yeah, and that was in 5.
The girl fucking killed Dewey, and that little 90-pound girl killed him. You remember? She stabbed him on both sides and literally almost lifted him up, a grown-ass, fat-ass 50-year-old man. And then you reveal, oh, it was me. I did that. Like, really? Really, Scream movie? So this movie, in my mind, is always the cop. Maybe the nerdy kid could do it, but this was like a fucking, he was taking down motherfuckers, took down the big black boyfriend. Who was that? Was that the cop? That couldn't have been the cop, because the cop was in Central Park at that moment. They were doing the sting, and they ran across town to get to Gail, so it had to either be so it must have been the son, not being chauvinist, but it couldn't have been that little girl.
No way.
Who did she fucking kill? Because all those kills were by someone with crazy fucking strength, like the fucking psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Fucking broke through the window, fucking, anyway, whatever.
That was great. Stabbed him in the fucking eye. That shit was
I'll
fucking
take the flaw. You know, I'll take it.
I love the fact that they like show the girl, like the Ghostface girl, like they introduce her as like the slut, like she's like, or I'm sorry, excuse me, sex positive, and like they have her like moaning in the bedroom beforehand, and then so later on when she's supposed to be getting killed, right? They hear the moaning, they're like, well, she's at it again.
In the beginning, the sister was super protective, and when the killing started happening, she's like, peace out. We're fucking out of here.
Yeah.
And then the cop's like, you can't go anywhere. And then the next scene, they're sitting in the park talking about rules of a sequel. Like, that moment felt, I know you feel like you have to have this moment, and you probably, fans would be mad if you didn't have this moment. But the girl I just saw in the previous scene wouldn't be sitting listening to this bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, fuck you. I'm not playing this game. When's the next flight to fucking Alaska, motherfucker, or wherever? I got to mention this point so my daughter doesn't kill me, but it's a very valid point. When he went in the convenience store and then the cop was like, you're a suspect. Where are the fucking cameras? She's like, aren't there cameras in cities? There's cameras everywhere. Isn't there a camera in a convenience store? What is he talking about? Like, you're right. This is a world with no cameras. We can't prove that. I wish there was a device that could show us where you were. You say you were there, but there's no proof. There's a fucking camera everywhere.
Yep. You're absolutely right. That's
my daughter Chloe is absolutely right. See, this is.
Yep.
But we like mysteries, so we like to unravel them and
totally.
Yeah. But anyway, nitpicking Scream is like deconstructing a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
It's fucking pizza. All right?
Yeah, exactly.
So who cares? Does it taste good while you're eating it? Great. Do you remember what it fucking tasted like afterwards? No. But it was good, right? Yeah. Did you have a favorite part? The kills were so good. Did you have a favorite kill? That's probably the better.
I liked when she stabbed the nerdy dude in the mouth and like stabs it in his mouth, like digs it in and then twists, like holy shit.
She's like, die a virgin, bitch.
Yeah, die a virgin, bitch, or something. That shit was too good, man. Oh. That was pretty good. But
the guy getting tased in the balls was
oh my
funny.
God. And she walks up, she's like, I'm gonna tase you in the balls now. That was too fucking good. That was too good. I will say, there were a lot of things I really liked about this movie. I love how they opened it up with a different Ghostface who gets killed by the Ghostface, and the rest of that is going to be in the actual movie.
That is fucking brilliant.
That was one of the best ideas I've seen.
That's a master stroke.
Which makes perfect sense in this world where everyone's going to become Ghostface.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's perfectly sensible in this world, right?
But that's why I think Cult of Scream would be a good idea. But go ahead.
Hell yeah.
Because I can see that.
But they can't call it the Cult of Scream.
Because it's Cult of Chucky. Right?
No, it'll ruin the movie. Because then you'll know that it's a Cult of Scream. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
who's the cult leader?
It just has to be Scream 7. You know what I mean? Or Scream 8. Just give it a number. You know what I mean?
In that scenario, it's like, who's the cult leader?
Yeah,
it's less about who's doing everything.
But I think the reveal should be that it's a bunch of people. I don't think the reveal should be like, who's the leader Like that is an important reveal eventually. Maybe you can reveal certain people throughout. They think they caught him and then it's still happening. You know what I mean? One of my other favorite scenes, which because it was just like a badass scene, it didn't even feel like a scene out of Scream, was the convenience store scene.
That was awesome.
That shit was badass,
Yeah.
like super badass. Those were probably my two favorite
The
scenes.
opening in the convenience store. There were definitely high marks on that.
Yeah,
I like the ladder scene as well. I'll tag on that.
that was good. Yeah,
Honestly, every kill was
unique and
staged and good. Even the subway one, you know, was tense and
I felt like the subway one was a little long. Like it was tense, but I was like, let's get on with it.
and you've seen it before. You've seen subway stalkings.
Exactly.
before. Yeah.
Exactly. Like you know, let's get on with it. Like I want to get back to the rest of the movie. You know what I mean?
Can we talk about fucking Gail King, the most horrible character ever created in a franchise? My daughter and I hate her so much. We've hated her
really?
since, yeah. It really.
You hate her character. You hate the fact that she's in it, or you like you hate her because you're kind of supposed to hate her, like that type of thing.
I guess both. I guess
yeah?
both. I mean, and this could be amplified by seeing it so every film
Right.
and close. You realize
You OD'd on Gail King.
why are you still alive?
Yeah.
What you bring this franchise other than you're just a but that's where what's her face?
Nev Campbell.
Nev Campbell. She's the plucky, you know, strong.
Yeah.
And Gail was the bitch.
Yep.
And she continues to be the bitch. And then even when she's back with Dewey for a brief moment, she still is a bitch. And it's like, and then you think she dies in this movie. We're like, yeah. And then at the end,
She's okay. Gail's okay.
there's a faint heartbeat. We're like, no. Gail.
Well, that's the whole thing, and I'll tell you why. Because
It's a Courtney Cox's contract.
You
Don't kill me.
don't like her. You don't like her, so they don't have no reason to kill her. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna kill.
You're right.
You know what I mean? They kill people that you like. They killed Dewey because you were like, oh shit,
Oh, no,
Dewey
not
died.
Dewey.
Like can't kill Dewey. He always lives.
The kid in 2, they got yanked into the Randy.
Everyone loved Randy.
He was the
Yeah,
voice of the
absolutely.
audience because he knew all the tropes and
Yep.
you know, this is what you don't do. And then they killed him. That was a shocker. But yeah, you're right. The ones you like, they fucking murdered. And I guess that's how it works.
That is how it works.
But by the 6th one, can't just kill Gail. Bring a new unlikable character.
You know what?
in.
If they're gonna kill Gail, I think it would be good to do it like super abrupt and unceremoniously. Like have her open up the movie and just like or have someone else open up the movie and someone just like kills her on the way to kill the actual person they're gonna kill in the beginning of the scene. You know what I mean? Like they're
just
talking.
run her over.
Yeah, well, not even run her over. Just walk up and just like, and then just fucking shiver and then keep walking. You know what I mean? Like,
the girl, the FBI agent character who was in the previous one.
oh my god,
How is she? She's and it ended. that She's
Hayden.
really an FBI agent, right?
Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And she's like, I'm 30 years old. And I was like, oh my God. She's like on her way to look like, she kind of looks like Ellen Barkin now. Like, look.
Did she have plastic surgery or something?
Oh, really? Yes, absolutely. She said she was 30. I was like, dude,
that sucks.
dude,
But you're reacting to how she's looking.
Them some city miles right there.
Long hours in the LA sun is what that is. Oh, and I gotta mention the most uncomfortable moment for me that made me squeamish was when Jenna Ortega was kissing a guy. She looks like a little girl. It looks like it should be illegal to watch her make out with people. She's like a little cherub, like a
Who was she making out with? I don't
She
even remember.
the black dude. Remember the black dude, the black friend.
The black dude.
I don't remember. That's not being racist. His character's not
the light-skinned black dude. Yeah.
You judge she got a color meter, Mike? Is that how you remember the black people?
Well, I mean,
extra crispy.
I didn't say that. I did. Troy said that.
It's your meteor. I'm trying to. It's time for Mike's racist meter.
It's time for Mike's racist meter.
Oh my god!
I
motherfucker.
can make a jingle for that. She was really good, and the sister was
Yeah,
good too.
she's good. I like her in everything.
Good performance.
Apparently, she's in Beetlejuice 2. Like, she's going to be in Beetlejuice 2.
That's what I heard. Anything else we can say about Scream?
Not really. I mean, I enjoyed it.
It's fun. Did Drea watch it with you?
Yes.
Did she enjoy it?
Absolutely. Yeah, she liked it. She was totally into it. I did have to fold some laundry, but I don't think it was so much the movie as me just being tired.
Let's rate it, Mike. What do you want to rate Scream 6?
You go first.
I already have my daughter.
You go.
My daughter told me what my rating is, at least the category. She said 3.5, which I feel like I want to give it a 4 though. But that might be shaped by the company I was keeping, right? It was not just my daughter; it was my son came out too. We were all like just having fun. It's just a fun fucking, you know what I mean? I love slasher movies, and it's actually one trying to be smart. But she said 3.5, but I will. You know what? I'll give it a 4. 4 out of 5 non-existent city cameras.
I love it.
4 non-convenience store cameras out of 5.
Nice.
That's for you, sweetheart.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 4 smashed lesbian heads smashed on the side of a dumpster out of 5. Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent news story, and I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
So if you would like to support this show, keep us going, keep us rolling along, uploading content, you can support us by going to patreon.com/baldguysbadmovies and donate to the show. We're going to use those funds to make sure we can see any movies that you guys want to see and getting our studio set up so we can start recording video and doing these not just audio but also video on YouTube. And once a month, we will pick a patron to choose a movie for us to review. And we'll review it. We'll dedicate it to you. But either way, we just hope you enjoy the show and keep on coming back. Come on, focus. Focus.